everyone, myself Hena teacher. I take science in standard 7. Today I am going to start a chapter Nutrition in Animals. Children, we have seen different types of animals around us. So many of them, they are having different spatial structures, designs through which they can take their food. So in first picture you can see frog takes in insects with the help of their tongue. Second, with the help of butterfly used to take in nectar from the flower with the help of proboscis. In third picture you can see horse with the help of their mouth they used to eat grasses. Next is amoeba, with the help of its pseudopodia they used to engulf their food. Next is paramecium, they are having cilia like structures which is hair like projections on the surface of their body through which they consume their food. Lastly, in last picture you can see hydra, with the help of their tentacles they used to have their food. In this slide we will focus on main steps of digestion. First is ingestion. Ingestion means take in of food. Okay. Next is digestion. Digestion is a process in which complex food particles get broken down into simpler ones. Next is absorption. In this process, whatever soluble food is there in the small intestine, so those soluble food molecules get transferred to the blood. Essential nutrients get transferred to the blood. Next, in assimilation, in this process what happens, the nutrients which are absorbed by the blood, now those nutrients are utilized by the body for the production of energy and growth for the organism. Last is the egestion. In this process the undigested food particles are thrown out from the body. In this slide you can see this is a human digestive system. So from mouth till anus, all these glands and organs are involved and they makes up an alimentary canal. So human digestive system comprises of mouth, salivary glands, esophagus, liver, gallbladder, stomach, pancreas, small intestine, large intestine, rectum and anus. So now we are going to discuss this thoroughly. So mouth and buccal cavity. So this comprises of tongue. First is tongue. So tongue is a muscular organ which has various taste buds on its surface. It helps in mixing saliva with food and it also helps in swallowing of food. It also helps to talk. Next is teeth. Generally, first set of teeth come when a child is in his or her infancy age. So first set of 20 teeth, it is known as milk teeth or temporary teeth. Next one is second set of teeth, that is generally it is of 32 in number and this is known as permanent teeth. These 32 teeth are of 4 types: incisors, canine, premolars and molars. Incisors including upper jaw and lower jaw, incisors are 8 in number, canine 4, premolars 8, molars 12. Basically, teeth helps in cutting down the chunk food into smaller one by chewing. Next is salivary glands. So salivary glands releases digestive juices which is known as saliva. Main purpose of saliva is that it moisten the chewed food and make it slippery so that we can swallow it easily. Saliva breaks down starch into sugars. Esophagus and stomach. Esophagus, after food is swallowed, it moves down through esophagus to the stomach, and the food which moves in a rhythmic fashion to facilitate the forward movement of food. Next is the stomach. It is generally a muscular J-shaped bag-like structure. It secretes gastric juices, mucus and hydrochloric acid. The Now we will see its functions. Mucus protects the inner lining of stomach uh, from HCl. Gastric juices break down protein into simpler substances. HCl kills harmful bacteria and makes the medium acidic so that different sorts of digestive juices can work properly. Small intestine. It is the longest organ of the body and it is highly coiled like structure. It is highly coiled. Nutrients are absorbed by the help of villi. So basically villi are the small finger like projections present in the inner lining of the small intestine. It facilitates mainly all process of digestion takes place in a small intestine, which is followed by absorption and assimilation. Small When food is taking when the digestion of food take place in small intestine, then liver secretes bile juice that helps in the digestion of fats. Pancreatic juice secretes pancreatic juices that helps in conversion of complex food particles into simpler ones, like carbohydrates get converted into glucose, fats into fatty acid and glycerol, proteins into amino acids. Now, large intestine. After further absorption, undigested food is sent to the rectum, which is and the undigested food particle is known as feces. This is eliminated through anus, and this process is known as egestion. In this slide, we will see digestion in grass-eating animals. So, children, you might have observed animals such as cow, buffalo, goat. They don't have anything in their mouth, but still they are chewing something. Why they used to do? Because the food which they consume, it is rich in cellulose, and for that digestion needs to be done nicely. So basically these animals, their stomach is divided into four chambers: rumen, reticulum, omasum and bomasum. So firstly, whatever food they are eating, it get entered into rumen, and from rumen food get entered into reticulum. Now from reticulum, the means halfly partially chewed food, it again enters to its mouth, again came back into its mouth. Now that food is known as cud. So now the process of chewing this cud, it is known as rumination. That's why these animals are known as ruminants. Okay. And after reticulum, the food from mouth, those rechewed food particles, it get entered into its omasum. Now in omasum, certain with the help of certain bacteria, that food particles start getting digested, and again from omasum food lastly get entered into its true stomach, that is bomasum. Here all sorts of digestive juices are there and further digestion takes place. In this slide, we will see nutrition in amoeba. Amoeba are unicellular microscopic organism. Unicellular means one cell. Okay, they don't have highly well defined complex digestive system as we have. So with the help of their pseudopodia, they engulf their food particles, and these food particles get entered into cell membrane, and with the help of food vacuoles, different sorts of digestive juices, food get broken down into simpler ones and the nutrients get absorbed, and the undigested food, it get eliminated through the cell membrane. I hope I am very clear. I made you all understood nicely. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day.